Edgar Allan Poe, for years I've thought about maybe doing some treatments of his work, so this seemed like the right time to do it. So started, reading different Poe and thinking, what could translate well into dances. And some of the things, when I first think about it, some of the ideas work, some of them don't. So I came in with probably 2 or 3 more ideas, poems and stories to play with that didn't pan out, and other ones that kind of surprised me that they really kind of started to translate well. You have this stuff that kind of turns side to side, really let that go, connect that into the torso, because I think if it's not alive somewhere, I mean, yes, you're dead, but there's also this life sort of teeming out at the same time, and I feel like it's through how you connect in there to really let that go more, In The Raven, the way there's the poem, trying to use the poetry, the cadence of the poetry and language really as music. So rather than trying to tie to what is being said literally, letting the words stand for themselves and trying to kind of extract what is the essence of the feeling going on here. What's, and really kind of do an abstract dance. It's inspired by the language, the cadence there and the emotion in the language as it's spoken, and to try to dive into that with the dancers' bodies.
Once upon a midnight dreary, as I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, "only this and nothing more." How had lapsed a pure heart lady to the greediest of needs? Sweaty, arrogant, dickless liar, who ascribed to nothing higher than a jab from prick to needle, straight to betrayal and disgrace, the conscience showing not a trace. Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I yelled up starting, "Get thee back into the tempest, into the smoke-filled bottle shore. Leave no black plume as a token of the slime thy soul has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit as those have quit before."
One of the things we're doing in this show is Giselle. That's been in the back of my mind as a beautiful one to do. We've never done it. And I realized that's the first zombie ballet. She's the dancing dead. And so it seemed, this was the perfect context for it. This is the first example of that within classical ballet. For this, we've decided to do it very much straight, in the classic tradition. And that feels good in this context. I found this music that I really loved and just wanted to make an abstract dance to. But after making about half of it, I looked at it and realized the dancers were zombies. Rather than fighting that, we decided to embrace our inner zombies and develop these characters, and from that, the ballet Grave Matters was born. That's what we're exploring through the works of Edgar Allan Poe, the ghost dance from Giselle, and our own zombies in Grave Matters. These elements all come together in a program we call Dance Macabre.